Uncle Chael, big fan, but this time I'm here to tell you, you're wrong. You've been giving out this notion about Khabib that he needs the fence to take you down, and if you fight him and you can just stay off the fence, he's probably not going to be able to take you down. Well, I compiled a bunch of footage just showing you how that's not really a good way to go about this if you're training to fight him. But first, let's start with some of the clips of you saying some of the things.
I say keep his back off the fence even before I say get taken down and get mauled. Because Khabib does not take anybody down until he pushes you into the fence. Got to keep my back off the fence. Everything Khabib does, every shot in wrestling he does in the open is designed to push you into the fence, and every takedown he gets is up against the cage. It's all but like 3 or 4 in his whole career.
3 or 4?
He couldn't get Ally Quinn up against the fence like he likes to. Was forced to wrestle in the open, and it just simply didn't work.
Okay, so let's start off by getting early into Khabib's career. In his amateur days, he was into combat sambo. Combat sambo is basically Russia's form of MMA. It's MMA rules. You can punch, kick, elbow, knee, ground and pound submission, but it's on a mat. There's no fence. So his whole amateur career, he never even used a fence. So all of his takedowns he got early in his career, never even saw one. Here is also him competing at Naga Jiu-Jitsu. He also was the champion at IBJJF, both of them on a mat similar to this, with no cage or anything. His pro career, when he started, his first 20 fights were mostly in Pro FC, in a boxing ring. All of his pro fights were in boxing rings, leading up to his UFC debut. But here you can see this is one of his last fights in Pro FC. You know, it's a boxing ring. You can't really, you can go in the corner, that's about it. Here, Daryl Horcher, his first fight in the UFC, first time in a cage. Here, he, lifts him up to the middle of the freaking ring. He was over by the cage, but didn't really use it to help his takedown. Totally in the middle. Here, against Pat Healy, he actually had his back against the fence and circles it around. Pat Healy's a rusty veteran, so he scrambles back to his feet here, as you can see in a minute, when Khabib will reset and end up shooting in the middle. And cue it now. Yep. As you can see, a takedown right in the open against somebody really good. And here, I believe he hits him again, right in the open. Just kind of bulldozes him with this one, yep. Big double leg, big boost double. And he does the exact same thing here. The double leg worked good once, so he goes for it again. Okay, here we got Kamal Shalarus, Olympian, and drops his ass with the best takedown in the world, the uppercut. So that one I don't know, it didn't really count, but I wanted to throw that one in there because it's cool. Now here is just an absolute clinic against Abel Trujillo. This broke the records for most takedowns in a UFC fight, and super, super impressive. Abel Trujillo is a collegiate college wrestler, very decorated college wrestler, and nobody thought this, this dude, Sambo dude, the first big Sambo dude, was gonna just destroy him. At the time, I think this was like pretty much a pick-em fight, and it's not even close. It's like 20 takedowns, and he beats the crap out of him. And most of these are suplex-style takedowns, and very, very impressive. Okay, here against Ali Quinta, we got an ankle pick, low single, right up in the middle. He, just scoops up the leg and dumps him. Nothing really to that one. Here is really cool. Ducks under one of Rafael Dos Anjos' hooks and gets a double leg. Here, everyone's seen this one against Conor McGregor. He shoots the ankle pick, low single, whatever you want to call it, right out in the open, and Conor holds onto the shorts. He would have got this takedown probably right away if Conor didn't defend it illegally. For some reason, Herb Dean's just letting him do it. I don't know if you can see, but he's grabbing the shorts with his left hand there. Here, I think he switches to the defense you're supposed to do. Yep, he grabs the ankle. But soon as, Herb Dean looks away, he goes right back to grabbing the shorts. Khabib still eventually spins him out of it and gets the takedown. But that was just some of the footage that I was able to find, easily. I didn't even really look. I'm sure there's way more takedowns. If you go to Khabib's early career, you could find millions of takedowns. He has tons of sambo fights, tons of jiu-jitsu matches, and yeah, if you think all you got to do is stay against the fence, that's a recipe for disaster. When you fight anybody this high level, you have to prepare for literally freaking everything. But Khabib, I think, could take him down just as easy in the open as against the fence. I think early in his career, he got a lot of takedowns in the open because people matched his forward pressure with their own forward pressure, and he would go under and double leg him or crack him with a shot and then hit him. While now, when he fights a lot of guys, they're more weary of him, and they basically back themselves up against the fence. If you compare his early fights in the UFC to now, it seems like that. people used to meet him in the middle, and then they would end up like Pat Healy getting double-legged. But now everybody just backs themselves up against the fence. So Half of it is he's pushing them against the fence with his forward pressure, but the other half is these people aren't defending it properly. They're not using any lateral movement, and they're putting themselves up against the fence. So I am all team Khabib on this, but regardless, I wish, best of luck to both gentlemen fighting. Chael Sonnen, huge fan of your channel. If you've never seen Chael's channel, then I don't know what you're doing with your life. So I'll see you guys later, and peace out.